Hey YouTube fragrance community, welcome to another one of my unboxing slash first impressions on a fragrance that I just purchased. If you've checked it out on my channel, if you haven't, go check it out. I did this kind of video on Encre Noire à l'Extrême. I have worn it, so a little update for you guys as far as longevity and projection goes, and my impressions of Encre Noire. I wore it once. And longevity and projection a little low, to be quite honest, from what I come to expect. So my first impression on wearing it, very solid scent. Still very impressed with the scent, especially with the dry down. I really like where it goes. So just a little update on Encre Noire à l'Extrême. But let's move on to the reason of this video. Why you clicked on this video is this beauty right here. Dolce & Gabbana released the One Royal Night. Now this is not available in Canada, at least from what I know, in the United States. So it's one of those exclusive, it even says on the box, exclusive edition. So it's exclusive, and I love seeking out these kind of fragrances from established fragrance houses. Kind of case in point, Davidoff's Leather Blend. That one was something I like to pride myself in looking in other countries, especially when I was traveling. It was quite easy for me as a fragrance head to kind of spot out the ones that were really exclusive. But anyway, I am going to unbox this sucker, let you guys know what I think about it. So it is, if you don't know, a flanker of the original The One. The One series is pretty solid, and that's what intrigues me in this flanker. This is a fragrance that I'm not as high as other fragrance reviewers are, and some people on YouTube. I really think this is a real solid release from Dolce & Gabbana. However, I wasn't really sold on it. I really felt like the One had potential. Potential is really the word I like to use with the One. So when they release a flanker with the One, and the notes seem interesting, I really feel like the potential might be there in the flanker, that it's gonna actually do much better than this one. Again, I like it. I wouldn't say I love it, but it's a very strong release from D&G. I really think they did really well. I love the bottle design, very simplistic, well done. So the One, they have a long line of flankers. Obviously, the One Gentleman right here is actually a pretty decent release with not really that much fanfare. Then there's the One Sport, which actually dudded because nobody talks about the One Sport. And then of course the newest one, the Eau de Parfum, the EDP, which is in my latest haul that you guys are going to see very, very soon. But the reason why you clicked is not to see all my beautiful bottles. But as far as the flankers go, again, I'm expecting, I got hope for this one. Again, it's blind buy, I've never smelt it. So let's open it up. I like when companies put stickers on the top here. Not that it's going to stop people from opening it up and repackaging them, but I like that. I believe Ziotto does that too. So let's get into it. Let's unbox this sucker. Let's unwrap it and see what we get. I'm excited to see what I get from this. I got high hopes. I'm hoping that this is some good stuff. So let's take her out of the box. Let's take a look at the bottle design. At first glance, very, very nice. I like the gold. So really flashy. It's got that simplistic feel to it. It's a beautiful bottle. It's probably the best looking one out of the bunch, to be quite honest. Really like it. I love the exclusive edition on it and everything else. So really nice as far as bottle presentation, if you care about that. So now the reason why you clicked on the video, probably to know what I think about it. So let's see. Let's do a couple sprays. Initial atomizers. Atomizers still decent. What I come to expect from these the One bottles. Ooh, just not sniffing my hand, but what I'm smelling, it has that familiar coziness that you get from the One. Yeah, it's very very nicely done. I can smell some sort of a fruit here. I believe there's like a pear tree note in here. There's a fruity aspect to it. Very warm, comforting. What I come to expect from this lineup. Not super dark. And then when people see Arabic writing, they always think there's going to be oud in a fragrance. From what I recall from the notes, again, I'm doing this, blindly from what the research I've done, the little research I've done. There's no oud in this, so I don't smell any oud. There is a fruity aspect with some woods in the backbone, which I really, really like. There's that familiar spice from the original, the one. Overall, very decent release. Really, it's a good one. As far as my initial impression, this introduction is very familiar. It feels like it has a little bit of sweetness. I know that some people are saying that they don't get any sweetness. Maybe that fruity note that's playing tricks on me, but I think this one would do very, very well in North America. So Dolce & Gabbana, listen up. If you want to actually release this, do it. I think Canada does have it. I think there's a store in Canada. I remember one of my subscribers was like $150. I got this for a little bit under 100, so not bad. That was an online purchase from me, and I think it's a decent one for $100. I'm happy with it. As far as longevity and projection, usually this is an issue with the one, especially with some of the flankers. I could see it. It's kind of weakening on my skin already. Like, I could tell when I get a powerhouse in the first couple minutes that I know that it's living on my skin. This is not olfactory fatigue. I know what's going on here, and it might be one of those closer to the skin kind of scents, and I don't mind that. So at this moment, my first impression of this, let's give it a rating just for fun. Again, this is just an initial impression. Take it as you will. It's not a review. I would give this, as far as the first impression, an 8. A solid 8 out of 10. I really think this is going to be a good one. Again, people that are looking for beast mode or looking for oud because of the Arabic, there's no oud. Unless I'm wrong here. Unless it starts going into an oud-based scent. It's not. If you're looking for something overly darker, it's not. I really think it goes in the same wavelength as these guys. Very versatile, but yet has a darker aspect to it. I like where they go with these. It looks like it's going to be one of those close to the skin, so the people are going to have to come closer to you and get interested. Again, this one does that. Again, I've had really good feedback with this one and this one. They draw people closer to you. So I believe Royal Light's going to do the same thing. It's a solid release. And when I'm blind buying these kind of fragrances, just an FYI, I'm looking at this kind of stuff as being, is this going to be a fragrance that's going to sneak into some of my top 20 list? That's what I'm looking for in the designer game now. I'm looking for stuff that's out there that is going to impress me from first sniff. This has that from first sniff. This and Acre Noir à l'Extrême both have a very good chance of going into my top 20. So I'm really happy with that. A good addition to the one collection that I have here. And I would say probably, well, it would make the top 5 because there's only 5 in there. But it is probably a top 3 for me. So a really good release. Looks like it. Not bad at all. Nothing... Again, I'm not going to say that it's a 10 out of 10. Again, I already rated it 8 out of 10. I think it's a solid release, but it's nothing that I would say if you live in the United States, let's say, and you have a chance to buy a bottle for $150 American, would you buy it? No, I would not. For under 100, yeah. So wait for it. Hopefully it'll get on sale. But yeah, let me know. I know that this has been released for a while. A lot of people got their hands on it. There's already YouTube videos on it. Comment below if you smelt this one. I think it's a solid release. And keep it tuned in because I'm going to do samples on these even though they're not samples. They're going to be in a haul video and reviews coming up. Maybe in 10 years. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.